Folks, he is, as his professor said, I would be really afraid if one of my professors came on stage to talk about me. I was not the stellar student that apparently Paul was all the time. But I will tell you one thing. Paul Ryan, if we can get him in there, knows his way around that town. He knows what we have to do in terms of getting this budget under control. He knows we got to stop the spending that's out of control to make government more responsive, more effective, more efficient. And ultimately what he's about is growing the economy so every American has more opportunity and we get back to America being that beacon of hope and opportunity for the rest of the world. Isn't that what we want? That's what Paul Ryan's about. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope he's here somewhere. I am really proud to be able to introduce to you, not to his professor who already knows him, but to the rest of the folks here who may not know him, a good friend of mine, and much more importantly, a guy who, once he is elected, will have the vision to be able to turn things around for America, to bring back America's promise, and to ensure that Ohio and our country get back on track. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Ryan.
Hey, did my professor say good things about me? All right. It is really good to be back here on campus. I tell you what, I spent a lot of my formative years here. I like my Skyline 5-way. Turkey gobblers, cheese fries and skippers. Bagel and Deli is still here for sure, right? Oh, I also went to school here too. You know, this town, this school, it means a lot to us. And the gentleman who just introduced you just gave me his lucky Ohio Buckeye. He carried it with him for his entire Senate race. Rob is a very close friend. We've been through a lot together. His family's a little older than mine is. I remember meeting Will and Sally when they were coming about this tall out with Rob, and he gave me lots of good personal advice about how to be close to your family, but still be a good public servant in Congress. And I just want to tell you what a special man this is, and how much I thank you for your service, Rob Portman. You are one great United States Senator. And this guy, I served as his protege on the Budget Committee. I cut my teeth in front of John Kasich in the short junior aisle when the new guys get in Congress, when this guy was cutting spending when it wasn't cool to cut spending. When he was cutting taxes when we needed growth. You have one fantastic governor in John Kasich. You know, this all looks kind of new here. Wasn't the Goggin Ice Arena right around here? Yeah, this is where that's why I have a cleft chin. 14 stitches playing hockey here. I can't play hockey like people in Oxford can play hockey. What a hockey program we've got, isn't it? You know, Miami has had lots of distinguished alums, governors, senators, football players, basketball players, a hockey team, the cradle of coaches. Are you ready to help deliver the next Vice President of the United States from Miami, Ohio? Let's do it then. We are here to offer you a clear choice. This is a very, very clear contrast for our country to make. Do we want to go down the path we're on, the path of debt, the path of doubt, the path of decline, or do we want the ideas that will save the American idea? President Obama and a lot of other politicians like him in Washington are more worried about their next election than they're worried about the next generation. Not us. We will lead. We will earn your support. We will deserve victory. Because when we win, then we will have the obligation, the mandate, and the moral authority to get this country back on the right track. You know, I just heard these great gentlemen talking about this a minute ago. This economy is really bad for young Americans. Half of all college graduates are either working in jobs that they didn't train for or are not working at all. Half. And they're swallowing in debt with ever higher rising tuition. President Obama is out of ideas. And that is why his campaign is based on anger and division. You know, the president, I'm told, is talking about Medicare today. We want this debate. We need this debate, and we will win this debate. What I don't think he'll be telling people is that the president took $716 billion from the Medicare program, he raided it to pay for Obamacare. The president's campaign says this raid of Medicare to pay for Obamacare, which leads to fewer services for current seniors, is an achievement. Do you think raiding Medicare to pay for Obamacare is an achievement? No. Well, neither do I. Take a look at your paycheck next time. Look on that line in your paycheck that shows your payroll taxes. You see, our payroll taxes from our paychecks are supposed to go to two programs, Social Security and Medicare, period. Now, because of President Obama, they're also going to pay for Obamacare. It's not right. He knows it. He can't defend it. And that is why he's resorting to this kind of distraction and an election based on anger and division. This is one area where this election presents such a clear contrast. Governor Romney and I will protect and strengthen Medicare for our current seniors and for our future seniors of tomorrow. There's more. And John Kasich is such an articulate spokesperson of these and a great leader on this issue. We need growth. We need opportunity. We need upward mobility. We need jobs. And that is why we're offering solutions. We're not going to try and tear down our opponents so you try to make one of these awful choices of a lesser of two evils. We're going to offer you solutions. That's what the Romney Plan for a Stronger Middle Class is all about. We have got to stop spending money we don't have. The president's given us $4 trillion plus deficits. No solution to our fiscal crisis. More debt, more borrowing, more taxes, more regulations. And over where Rob works, because there's a guy named Harry Reid, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of him. Yeah, I guess you have. They haven't passed a budget in 3 years. That's a fundamental lack of leadership. We're going to lead. We're going to get spending under control. We're going to get this budget balanced. We're going to leave our children a debt-free nation, and that is a key to job creation.
I don't trust us. Don't leave it on us.
And most of our jobs, all around America, but especially most of our jobs in Ohio, they come from successful small businesses. They come. This is a man who in business created businesses, started new businesses, built successful ones, Sports Authority, Staples, Bright Horizons. And this is a man who turned around struggling businesses. This is a man who knows from personal experience that if you have a small business, you did build that small business. So let's look at President. I love you too, Mom. No, it wasn't my mom, actually. Take a look at the record. 3 million Americans are struggling to find work. When Mitt Romney was governor of Massachusetts, under his leadership, unemployment went down. Household income has gone down over $4,000 in the past 4 years. Under Mitt Romney's leadership in Massachusetts, it went up $5,000. Partisan gridlock. You remember when the president used to say, we're not blue states or red states, we're the United States of America. I'm going to be a uniter and not a divider.
Yeah.
This is the most partisan time we've had in memory. When Mitt Romney was governor, a Republican governor of a Democratic state with a legislature that was 87% Democratic, he reached across the aisle. He forged alliances. He treated people with respect and dignity. He didn't demonize. Our founders created this vision, and our veterans secured this vision.
That's right.
Thank you to our veterans. Here is our commitment to you. We will not duck the tough issues. We will lead. We will not blame others. We will take responsibility. And we will not try to transform or replace our founding principles. We will reapply our founding principles. Together, we can get this